Hi, I'm Elaine. Our discussion for today is all about stress testing. The content of this discussion is from the Microsoft Corporation, published on September 2007. Okay, let's start. The objective is to understand the key concepts of stress testing. First, what is stress testing? Stress testing is a type of performance testing focused on determining an application's availability and reliability under extreme conditions. Each testing software has their own goal, right? And the goal of stress testing is to identify application issues that arise or become apparent only under extreme conditions. These conditions can include heavy loads, high concurrency, or limited computational resources. Proper stress testing is useful in finding synchronization and timing bugs, interlock problems, priority problems, and resource loss bugs. The stress test typically involves simulating one or more key production scenarios under a variety of stressful conditions. Well, here are the examples of stress conditions. Excessive volume in terms of either users or data. Resource reduction such as a disk drive failure, unexpected sequencing, unexpected outages or outage recovery. If there are conditions, there are symptoms. Here are the examples of stress-related symptoms. First is data is lost or corrupted. Second, resource utilization remains unacceptably high after the stress is removed. Third, application components fail to respond. And last, unhandled exceptions are presented to the end user. There are 7 steps in approach for stress testing. Step 1. Identify test objectives, meaning identify the objectives of the stress testing in terms of the desired outcomes of the testing activity. Step 2. Identify key scenarios, meaning identify the application scenario or cases that need to be stress tested to identify potential problems. Step 3. Identify the workload, meaning identify the workload that you will want to apply to the scenarios identified during the Step 1. This is based on the workload and peak load capacity inputs. Step 4. Identify metrics, meaning identify the metrics that you want to collect about the application's performance. Base these metrics on the potential problems identified for the scenarios you identified during the Step 1. Step 5. Create test cases. In here, create the test cases in which you define steps for running a single test as well as your expected results. Step 6. Simulate load. Use test tools to simulate the required loads for each test case and capture the metric data results. And here is the last step, Step 7. Analyze results. Analyze the metric data captured during the test. And yes, we are done on discussing stress testing. Let us summarize the lecture in one paragraph. Stress testing allows you to identify potential application issues that surface only under extreme conditions. Stress testing centers around objectives and key user scenarios with an emphasis on the reliability and stability of the application. The effectiveness of stress testing relies on the applying the correct methodology and being able to effectively analyze testing results. Applying the correct methodology is dependent on the capacity for reproducing workload conditions for both user load and volume of data, reproducing key scenarios, and interpreting the key performance metrics. Thank you, and once again, I am Elaine, the team leader of Group 5.
Created using Powtoon.